The female led. Zhang Nanchu is a doctor. Her ex-husband, Sheng Yanxiu, cheated on her with her best friend, Chen Yao, which led to the breakdown of her marriage. Later, she fell in love with Lu Xiu, a distinguished business elite. Lu Xiu was steady, domineering, gentle and considerate to her. He picked her up from work every night on time, remembered all her preferences, and their relationship seemed stable and sweet. One late night, Zhang Nanchu worked overtime until midnight. As usual, Lu Xiu drove to pick her up. The car was at a comfortable temperature. Playing her favorite Chopin nocturne, everything was as always. On the way, Zhang Nanchu casually suggested stopping by Chen Shuyo's newly rented apartment. The moment she finished speaking, Lu Xiu slammed on the brakes violently, losing control of his emotions instantly. His knuckles turned white from gripping the steering wheel tightly, filled with suppressed rage and panic. After calming down briefly, Lu Xiu suddenly delivered a fatal blow in an almost cruelly calm tone. He had slept with Chen Yao, right in the passenger seat where Zhang Nanchu was sitting now. He described the details coldly and precisely. On a rainy night on the 16th of last month, Zhang Nanchu had asked him not to pick her up due to surgery, so he went to Chen Yao's place instead. The two then had sex in the car on this road, near the intersection Zhang Nanchu had just mentioned turning. He deliberately belittled Zhang Nanchu, saying she was too thin, rigid and boring. Not as curvy, soft, adventurous and experienced as Chen Yao. He even mocked her for being cheated on by Cheng Yanzhu, claiming it was because she was too dull. After speaking, he stared fixedly at Zhang Nanchu, eagerly expecting to see her collapse into tears or hysteria. Satisfying his twisted desire for revenge, Zhang Nanchu remained unusually calm. After a moment of silence, she asked Lu Xiu to pull over. She opened the car door calmly, took a hospital diagnosis report out of her bag, and said in a flat tone, Chen Yao has been diagnosed with AIDS. She was planning to deliver the report and asked Lu Xiu if he had no idea. These words struck like thunder, instantly shattering all of Lu Xiu's pretense. His face turned pale, his body stiffened, and the arrogance and cruelty in his eyes were immediately replaced by extreme fear. He trembled uncontrollably, his previous arrogance gone without a trace. He finally realized that his momentary indulgence, just casual fun, had already pushed him into an irreversible abyss. Looking back, Xiu Yao had been Zhang Nanchu's most trusted and closest best friend, with whom she shared everything. But Chen Yao was dark-hearted, jealous of Zhang Nanchu's happy marriage and career, harboring deep resentment. She pretended to be close to Zhang Nanchu while secretly seducing her ex-husband Cheng Yanzhu, successfully destroying their marriage and leaving Zhang Nanchu devastated. After the divorce, Chen Yao did not restrain herself and set her sights on Zhang Nanchu's new boyfriend, Lu Xiu. She took the initiative to seduce him with sophisticated tactics, well versed in men's psychology, and soon had an illicit affair with him. Arrogant and lecherous, Lu Xiu looked down on Chen Yao yet craved her indulgence and obedience. He kept her as a casual fling, never taking her seriously and never thinking he would get into trouble. He thought he was clever, pretending to be deeply affectionate and gentle with Zhang Nanchu while secretly sleeping with Chen Yao. He even deliberately showed off and belittled Zhang Nanchu in front of her, enjoying the sense of control, unaware that he had planted a fatal hidden danger in her chaotic private life, juggling Cheng Yanzhu and Lu Xiu. Chen Yao unfortunately contracted AIDS. Upon receiving the diagnosis, she collapsed instantly, overwhelmed by despair and resentment. Blaming the two men for ruining her life, she immediately told them about her illness, demanding they take responsibility, pay for treatment, or face consequences together. Upon learning the truth, Lu Xiu's first reaction was not guilt, but extreme fear and disgust. He never expected his casual fun would lead to AIDS, a terminal illness, let alone fear that the scandal would destroy his reputation, career, and everything. He immediately turned cold and ruthless, driving Chen Shuyao away roughly, refusing to take responsibility, and threatening to call security if she pestered him again. Completely disowning any connection with her. Devastated and humiliated, Chen Shuyao refused to give up. She then went to Cheng Yanju. Though Cheng Yanju had not married Chen Shuyao, he had maintained an illicit relationship with her. Upon learning of her illness, he panicked, took a leave of absence for testing, and confirmed he was also HIV positive. Overwhelmed by fear, despair, and shame, Cheng Yanju resented Chen Shuyao as much as Lu Shiyu did, blaming her for ruining his life. He also rejected her pleas for help coldly and ruthlessly. From then on, Chen Shuyao became an inescapable nightmare for both men. Unwilling to accept repeated rejection and humiliation, her resentment exploded into madness. Like a ticking time bomb, she appeared frequently at the entrances of Lu Shihua's and Cheng Yanju's companies, shouting accusations and exposing their misdeeds, demanding they take responsibility and pay for treatment. Tormented daily, the two men dared not confront her openly and called the police repeatedly. Yet Chen Shuyao returned every day. The scandal quickly spread, fueling media frenzy with sensational headlines. The story's half-truths catered to public gossip and ignited public opinion. Lu Shihua's and Cheng Yanju's company stock prices plummeted. Furious at the reputational damage and bleak prospects, the boards of directors discarded them without hesitation. Lu Shiyu was dismissed as CEO and fired. Cheng Yanju was also terminated. Once prominent business elites, they became laughingstocks in the industry, disgraced and penniless. The three became trapped in a deadly deadlock, bound together like grasshoppers tied by an invisible rope, hating each other, tearing each other apart, with no escape. Cheng Yanju resented Chen Shuyao for infecting him and ruining his career. Lu Shiyu resented Chen Shuyao for pestering him and destroying everything, yet refused to admit his own indulgence and betrayal. Chen Shuyao resented both men for their cold-heartedness, betrayal, and abandonment, blaming them for pushing her into despair. Long-term despair, resentment, and mental torment shattered Chen Shuyao's sanity completely. She plotted extreme revenge, ambushing the unsuspecting Lu Shiyu and Cheng Yanju in an underground garage. Her attack was brutal, leaving both men critically injured and infertile. After the incident, Chen Shuyao was arrested. A psychiatric evaluation diagnosed her with acute stress disorder with psychotic symptoms, requiring long-term hospitalization. Lu Shiyu and Cheng Yanju were rushed to the hospital. Though they survived, they were left permanently disabled, infertile, condemned to a life of physical disability, mental anguish, and endless regret. Meanwhile, Zhang Nanchu, the ultimate bystander who had watched it all unfold, untouched and unharmed, learned of the final outcome. She calmly closed the news, unfazed, even ordering crayfish takeout and looking forward to dinner peacefully. Those who had hurt and betrayed her had reaped the bitterest consequences, while she had long let go of the past, focusing solely on her own life, safe and sound at peace.